live with the Monday Fun Day Funness. I am the hostess with the mostest, the goddess of the moon that rules over a moon day. The High Priestess Phoenix. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic medium, psychic witch, yogi, guru, evangelist. Where are we at, God? North American Sybil. I am your messenger, God, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. In order to keep up with me, you had to see what I post on my community page, my latest live video, and anything in my shorts. We lost somebody along the way. C'est la vie. I was like, I love those moments where when I lose subscribers, because it's like, what part was too much for you? Was it my last video where I said I could talk to God, and I'm here to teach you how to get back to the kingdom of God? Well, I mean, if you don't want to learn my way, go find some other way. I don't care. Which part was it? My knowing of my past lives? My knowing of the future? I'm not sure. Who knows? Who cares? Go back to your non-believing ways. Go believe something else. Believe good stuff. All right, so prior to that, we had pulled these cards last night for today's energy. It worked out a little bit differently than I saw, and it always does, and that's good. Why? Because you'd be thinking the worst. Really stinking thinking. Let's see. So, Eight of Wands is about communications. The King of Swords is about taking action. The Queen of Swords is staying in your heart. So what happened? I did what I had to do. I went over to Target and respectfully quit my job. It was not even a deal. I put more pressure on myself than them. I just needed to log into the computer and hit, voluntary resignation. And that was it. And I got my pay stubs and I was out. On the way there, I got a feather. You know what sucks about what I do? This is how God repays me. They mean a whole lot to me. Each of those feathers is a story of me going beyond my limits and doing the right thing, mastering myself. Really? Yeah. It's been a long time. I shared that on my community page. It's really a nice, beautiful one. I'm going to add it to the stories. Even if I can't remember, I include them in every one of my videos to tell the story. It's my payment from the divine. Why a feather? A feather is freedom. How many feathers do you need to fly far, far away from this bullshit? I don't know. I'm going to keep collecting them until I can do it. Realistically, something like that. It's poetic justice. So anyways, that happened. I had my appointment right after, and of course I waited till the last minute. Actually, I'm sitting there waiting for her to call, and I get anxious, so I start cleaning. Before I know it, I have completely fucking OCD'd my back room. Came up with a whole big bag of fucking donated sweaters to give to everybody. Completely. Well, I was trying to put my laundry together, and it got a little out of control. Obviously. Anyways, and so she, when I finally got a hold of her, I told her, everything that had happened. I'm trying to get a letter of termination. Here's my paycheck stubs, and this is the direction I'm going in. And I was like, do you have any resources to help me along this way? Like some computer literacy classes and stuff like that. She signed me up for, she registered me for a workshop on the 14th. That's in person. That's a computer basics class. And he actually runs all of the Excel classes too. So it's just meeting the coordinator that does all that great shit. She also signed me up she registered me for a LinkedIn session on the 13th. It's all remote, but it teaches me how to navigate through all of that. And then also it gives me the licensing so I can get certified through the LinkedIn certifications. They have all kinds of different certifications that you can get through LinkedIn. So that was really cool. She helped me redirect my job search into, let's go for hybrid instead of fully remote, which was awesome. Good thinking. Needed that idea. So she set up my future, and that was cool. That was the whole plan. I needed to let go of this to walk into that. And as soon as I let it go, we had a plan of what we're walking into. That's scheduled in like 2 weeks to start all that bullshit. Actually, like after the 111 portal is when things it looks like are going to pick up. Really? Yes, indeedy. And that's what it is too. I also need to do a reconstruction of my resume based on what I'm going to be, what field I'm going into. So that was really exciting. Again, I have people that were talking shit this morning. They were like, why can't you just quit? Why can't you just keep a job? Why does she get to do this and this? And that? You don't even understand the discipline it means to give up something in the hopes of something better. When you start doing it, you'll understand. And that, my friend, is where you will meet God. because you're leaning on God in ways that you can't understand. You're being called to lean on what God in ways you can't understand, and that will give you the ability to have a connection with God, and you can run around telling everyone that, God talks to you too. Till then, shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. Really? Pretty much. That's how I feel about it. I'm going to check the energy and see what's next. What's next is lunch, and I still have so much energy. I'm definitely going to plow through laundry. It's a beautiful day outside. Changing sheets, doing all kinds of crazy shit, getting prepared for what? I don't know. Hopefully a good meal and a nap. Really piss you off. How's your Monday going? How's going back into the Matrix feeling? Back to the thuggish, ruggish bone, huh? Really? Really? Oh, at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. So that's it. I'm just going to check the energy. I told you it all worked out like it always should. You just have to trust God and everything will be good. And that's really cool because, all I needed was some refreshers and then some direction. And away we go. Hybrid is so much. I was like, you opened up a huge doorway, like a whole garage of opportunities when you put in hybrid instead of just remote. That's much better. I like that. Really? Yeah. Hold on, let me shuffle the cards. There's a bunch of tarot readers dropping down monthly and yearly fucking predictions. I'm like, yeah, predict this. Your prediction is only based on the current energy, bro. You can't see which way they're going if they change it. But for the rest of you, no, that is completely exactly what your fucking future looks like because you've made no changes or plan to make no changes in the near future that will change the direction in which you are going. That's what I'm always doing. People can't keep up with me, even, spiritual stalkers, because they redirect me. I'm always being redirected. You thought I was going to go that direction, but that's not where I'm going anymore. And that pisses people off. It's unpredictable. It's untraceable. I like it. It's called freedom. So it's a little scary. I never know what I'm doing, but neither does anyone else. That's kind of where it is you can't know too much because, I share the mindset with these fucking Voldemort type motherfuckers. Just kidding. Where are we at, God? Oh, we're at our truce, huh? I said I was in this energy yesterday, which is what? Just relax. That's where I had been. I might get all of this done and not do the whole laundry fucking shoot shit. Again, I said I'd probably do that on Tuesday, but I'm at least doing what I said I was going to do and remantling my house. Ugh, Princess of Cups. We're at 4 swords. Yeah, better than the 3. You've had a traumatic time, but this card indicates a period of calm, a stepping back during which you should recharge your physical and mental strength and reassess your priorities before returning to the fray. I went outside, and there's this cool couple that they're always cool to me. I just don't impose on them. And instead of going to my car to go smoke by myself, I walked up. I was like, "You guys smoking?" She said, "Yep." I was like, "Can I smoke with you?" She said, "Yep." We sit down, and yeah, it was cool to have someone to smoke with. We smoked plenty, but it was the conversation that I sat for. And I was like, "You going to work today?" She said, "Nah, he told me I didn't need to work today, and I'm tired from these fucking holidays, girl, and my kid is home, and nope, I took today off." And we're just sitting there talking about how beautiful the sun is, and it's like, she made a decision of her heart space to care for herself and put her money down. Now, of course, it was her dude that told her that she didn't need to today, that gave her the okay. And she felt really good about it. And that was confirmation to, you guys don't understand this. When you have to say no to what you think is right, to do what you know is right. You know what I mean? And that's just it. Some people, and it's like, I'm sorry that my hustle mentality doesn't fit well with you. I'm going out to just get mines, get what I need, and get back. I'm not going out there to make a lifestyle. I'm not going out there to prove nothing to nobody. I'm not trying to extend this any longer than my stay needs to be. Ask me how many fucking paychecks I got out of this manifestation. 5. Ask me how many I asked God for. 5 paychecks. That's just how it works. You guys want to go out there and you want to fucking, be the best and make this last forever and all of that shit. I'm just trying to get mines and get out. I'm sorry that I disappointed whoever that didn't think I was going to make Target a long time career for me and my family because it was just convenient. I'm sorry I didn't make the convenience store work for the rest of my life. I had to make things more challenging for myself. But in essence, I'm not. I'm trying to make things easier for myself so that I can have a job wherever I fucking go. And you know what I mean? So I'm thinking long term in a different way, but in essence, nah. And that's where it is. It's like, this is like the third job. No, it's the fourth job I've quit since I got here. Pay attention. What did I go for a job for? What the fuck do you go for a job for? For money. You get your money and you get out. What, you're just trapped in the money hole? You're just there for the money? Is it ever enough? No, get yours and get your money while you're bullshitting and get the fuck out of there. Nobody wants to go out. If you're a hustler, right? Say you gotta do some grimy shit. You don't want to do the grimy shit for the rest of your life. You just want to do it. You know what I mean? You just want to put your pride down and go do what you got to do. Come back and feed your family. I don't want to fucking put that on my fucking resume. I definitely didn't want to put that I worked at Walmart on my fucking resume or a lot of this bullshit. This is what I had to do to provide for my family. I was never going to do this forever. And that's what it is you're looking for security and fucking mediocrity and something that will not make you secure, that doesn't make you or break you. She said something unbelievable, and I sent it to you in a text. Did you get that text? I sent you a text. She said, what other people eat isn't going to, what is it? What did I say? What did I send you? Read it to me. That text I sent you. What other people are eating ain't going to make you shit. There's so many ways to hear that. Say it again for Marshall because he was listening. What other people are eating ain't going to make you shit. What that means is, in a lot of things, is they're not going to pay your bills. But in the essence is what they got don't mean shit to you. It ain't shit to you. There's a lot of ways. That's what she said. And that's a good way to say it. It's like, your way of life, your opinion, all of that don't pay my bills, don't make or break me. Your fears or your projection of how I should be doing this. Hey, Freaky Friday, what if you woke up in my shoes tomorrow and you had all of these problems, and where would you put your focus and how would you figure this all out in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days? And don't forget, you got God breathing down on your throat telling you to fucking give all this up and be just a priest or priestess. Hey, God be with you in that sense. So the Four of Swords is like, traumatic, I guess. It's just life. It indicates a period of calm, stepping back during which you should recharge your physical and mental strength and reassess your priorities before returning to the fray. Whether this relates to an illness, a work stress, quarrels, or relationship breakdown, you need this space, so don't try to fill it with activity or make any important decisions at this time. This card comes as a warning that that should not be ignored. I felt it yesterday. Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. You need to sit with yourself and just calm down. Stay calm for a minute. Okay, I can only do that for so long, and then I have burning energy. So what am I doing? I'm using it how I always do, violently cleaning my house. It's not hurting anyone. It actually helps the situation. It helps me calm. It helps me think. Some of you want to fucking drink. Some of you want to go to the gym. Some of you want to fuck. Cleaning my house makes me very calm. When everything else outside of me is out of order, putting my house to order makes me feel safe. Really? I mean, only somebody with OCD would understand that. The Four of Swords reversed indicates an enforced seclusion rather than a voluntary one. This might be an exclusion from a social group you were part of, the end of a relationship, an illness, or even imprisonment. We're currently on lockdown. On a Monday, typically, you shouldn't really be doing. I mean, why? Because you're kind of unstable on a Monday. You tend to, it's not a good day for humanity. You're in your mind and your emotions, and it's tricky, and it can fuck with you. And you know what I mean? Trying to take in new information when you're just processing old information is not helpful. It's foggy and it's difficult. I don't care who you are, dude. You're going to realize you have more energy on a Tuesday than you ever did on a Monday. The week should not start on a Monday. I don't care if you work into Saturday, but just realize that Monday is a time when people need to relax. Sunday is given by the god. Monday is given by the goddess. Really? I put that on. Anyways, all right, current, whatever. What's our spiritual work at hand? Letting shit end and starting the beginning. We're right in the tubey tube. We're in the digestive tubes of whatever the fuck swallowed us up. Pretty much. I mean, it's the end. It's the universe. The end of the road. Although we've come. Shut up. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. This card is This is a card of perfect harmony and happiness. As you connect to the universal flow of life, bring health and vitality. It marks a great achievement, never a small one, accomplished by right action, patience, and wisdom. And that's what I mean. You go through the fucking ringer and you come out and they give you a feather and a high five, and the whole spiritual world is celebrating you, and all you want to do is curl up and cry yourself to sleep. I went through so much through the holidays. It took me so much to get here. I just got to thank God. Thank God it's over. Bye. What are you going to do now? I'm going to rest for an eternity. All that you have striven for is yours. The understanding gained through experience may now be used to help others and your inner purpose aligned with your outer life. It's happening. Don't you realize I'm walking in the next manifestation? I planned this. God planned this. He said, you're going to get a computer and you're going to work remote. It's happening. Even if I'm not doing it, it's already set up. It's going to happen. All I got to do is drag this fucking body to the place and do the thing. It's not really taking a lot out of me. After I do that, what will happen? My attraction level goes up. It's telling the universe I'm preparing for this job. I'm getting ready for it. Give it to me. She's doing the right thing. Get ready to give it to her. What? Whatever I've been manifesting. Is this going to be your job for the rest of your life? Who knows? It could be. You can make any job for the rest of your life. If it's convenient to my priesthood, then it can stay. The things that don't stay are things that are inconvenience to my priesthood, that go against my priesthood, that are inconvenience to my priesthood. The only thing solid in my life is God and my priesthood. It doesn't matter what I do with my day. I'm right here. This is what we do. As long as I can continue to do what I do here and take care of my home, then other things are welcome to come in. But if they disturb my priesthood, not my peace, but it is my peace, then you're no longer welcome. And that could be my own fault by giving you too much of my attention. God is a jealous God. And especially with those that are tasked in such high, you know what I mean? Why do you think they never leave the fucking church? I'll be trying to fucking be a party girl and shit. He doesn't really appreciate this shit. Be trying to get jobs, be trying to date, trying to do all kinds of, do the most. I'm not really 100%, you know what I mean? A convent girl. I haven't completely converted into a convent girl. But even then, he's trying to keep me from home, from the convent that I've made my sacred space. He's trying to still keep me connected with the significant things that I enjoy, which is like working, interacting, having, something outside of this. I need that for myself. It doesn't need to involve people. I just need to have this project. It's like a dude that's always like fucking around in the garage. Just needs to have this. This is just something he has to do. For me, it's masculine. I need this. I need some sense of accomplishment outside of this. So he finds ways to give me, keep me entertained with little tasks. And I don't enjoy the fucking bullshit ass booty whack women tasks I do. I don't mind the entertaining and shit like that. It doesn't bring me joy to sit around doing this shit. I'm joyful being in action. Really? Yeah. So he has to balance it. He has to give me some shit to do, because otherwise I'll be screaming at him and I'm like, I'm not going to do this shit because this is taking up all my life. Really? Sort of like that. Just telling you. And that's it. I sacrificed another thing in his name, only to receive another thing in his name. I could have went to work today. And then I wouldn't have, I still could have perhaps made this conversation, but it would have been too much. I was still carrying the workload of today, not ready for the next workload that I'm about to take on. And that's really what it is. I've got to wash all of this off and get ready for a new experience. Really? Yes. Let's see. The understanding gained through this experience may now be used to help others and your inner purpose aligned with your outer life. Though one cycle has completed, another is about to begin. For the universe is in constant dance and change, fluctuation, movement, decay, and renewal. I show that through my life, but people just think that it's unstable and it's unhealthy. Okay. Reverse. The reverse suggests that you often come close to completion, but lose focus and take the easier path, fail, or abandon the project altogether. This can apply to your spiritual life as well as your mundane. You must ask yourself what fear or blockage causes you to choose failure. I saw that in a couple of different ways. I saw Wolfman right away. It's like he'll be all indulged in spirituality and then he gives it up. And then it's not just that, it's like in your relationships. It's like, same thing with Bobby. He'll be all indulged with, feeding this relationship and then he'll just give it up. You know what I mean? You'll get into this great idea and then you'll just give it up. Why? Because when it gets tough, you get going. You don't want to face the spirit because the spirit makes you face you. And you definitely don't want to face me because I make you face you. Are we one and the same or are we somehow different? You're not running from me. You're running from God. You're running from yourself, douchebag. And I'm over here, look at yourself. Anything worthwhile is not achieved without dedication, patience, challenge, hardship, and courage. Those are the fruits of the Spirit that you're given by God. Endurance, long-suffering, patience. You know what I mean? You don't give up on yourself, even though everybody else has given up on you. You don't give up on God. Even when you're ready to give up on yourself, you don't give up on God. That's why it's more important to be chasing what He wants for your life because you know it'll work out. You give up on yourself, bro, it's whatever. Who are you going to blame? Yourself. Who's God going to blame? Yeah. What comes after this, God? Where are we going? Oh, God damn it. Ruined. Well, this is the recovery for most of us. Otherwise, it's failure to you. And I just turned to the tower. Well, are we still in the 10 days of fucking battle and conflict? What comes after that? I don't know. We're almost there, though. Oh, God. I'm like, oh, God. Really? I mean, does that look good to you? I'm quietly trying to find my way to it. In this card, the creative fire of wands has become doused. Am I in the swords? I'm in the wands, 10 of wands. Sorry, my bad. We're in swords. The 10 of swords represents a sudden and unexpected disaster. As I said, I saw the tower. Whether this is physical, mental illness, or related to a relationship, betrayal, failed project, or other misfortune, it crushes you. It seems as though all hope has been snatched away. Is that what those cards brought to you today? The cards were about communication, about forceful communication, taking force, and heart space. So the communication could have been forceful that broke your heart, that left you completely locked down at an ending and feeling like you're in a failure. If we're taking yesterday plus today, that don't look so good. I don't know. You've hit rock bottom. However, the worst has happened. The waiting and speculation is over, and this can bring a sense of relief. And that's where I am. The waiting and speculation is over. It's done. I can't go back and be like, oh, can I have my job back? Oh, let me fix this. Let me work this out. No, this is over. Death is a symbol for change and endings in the tarot, and all endings are new beginnings, as we just said. This is the final ordeal, the darkest hour before the dawn. The 10 of Swords reverse shows a terrible burden that has afflicted you are beginning to lift. This may be a slow process, but know that you have survived the worst and the worst is behind you, if you'd like it to be. If you will have to act upon this, however, or relief will only be temporary. You must want to help yourself, and this involves thinking of yourself as a victim. We did a whole teaching about that last night, the victim's mentality and shit. I remember speaking on it. This is, for me, the plus side of it is, you know what I mean, just coming to rest, letting things end, and recovering from what had happened. My life is never ending, and I'm always destroying stuff, and it has a huge effect. I don't always grieve the grieving process because I'm too busy trying to rebuild after I've destroyed it. Right? It's a constant flow and fluctuation. We're going to replace this with something. Just like right now, dude, I just fucking pulled out all of those fucking sweaters and all that shit. I'm going to replace this with all brand new sweaters. I'm going to replace all of this. Everything I get rid of is not fully to replace, but to rebuild. These are areas that we're just constantly, you know what I mean, flexing on, if you will. Imagine your body, right? You're in the gym and you're trying to have the perfect physique. So every day you're working on a different part of your body. You're not just constantly working on your belly. You need to work on your legs. You need to work on your arms. You need to work on your abs. You need to work on all of the different parts of your body to have a fully healthy body. It's the same thing with your life. You need to work on all areas of your life. And you know what I mean? And so say I push the limits and I can do, you know what I mean? As far as my, my leg lifts, I'm pushing my limits on my leg lifts. I can keep pushing the limit, or I can do a whole different regiment that tears the muscles differently. I can keep lifting these same weights and just keep adding more weight to the lift, or I can do a whole completely different exercise that trains my fucking legs instead of just lifting like this, which is in essence, I just want to point out, fucking with your knees. Yeah, you need your muscle, but you're fucking with your knees doing all that shit. Really? Yeah. I got that thing where your knee get. Just kidding. I'm just saying. There's many ways to stretch your muscles. You can keep doing it the same way, but you're not fully getting the full workout. There's many ways to express your life and to change your life and to, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I was doing this, this was a good way. This is a good way to work on my work life, but it's not really working. That was a cool work life. I'm ready to work something else in my work life. It's just replacing pieces. It's like checkers. They took that piece and now you got to jump around and bring that piece back. All right, cool. Here's my work life. My work life is back. We'll work on this part of my life. You know what I mean? And that's the balance of all of this. And that's just it. You can always be working better in every area of your life. This is very Kobe Bryant. It's a training. I have that set. That's like my main mindset. Well, that didn't work. No, we worked it as long as it could work. Now let's get to work. I don't have a failure mindset. I never failed. I just keep learning. Now, giving up, surrendering, there's some of those. You feel like a failure when you have to give up. You will have to give up. Giving up is a disciplined action where, you know what I mean, it's not failing. It's not like losing, like just quitting. It's not a quitter. When you have to give up, it's painful. It's like we have to give up. It's like, no, I never quit. No, you have to give up. And that's what something like, Lewis is struggling for, at least, too long. It's not about quitting. It's not about having a quitter mentality. It's knowing when to give up. You'll never quit, but you'll have to surrender one day. And that's really what it is. That comes with wisdom. That comes with time. That comes with understanding. No, bitch, I didn't quit this relationship. I had to surrender it, dude. There was no fight to be had. All I was doing was fighting this relationship. I didn't give up on this, you know what I mean? And that's really what it is knowing when to fucking put the sword down. I've been fighting for this for so long. I can keep fighting till the day I die, but I'm never going to get what I want out of this. I'm just fighting. Fighting to be, to make me happy. That could be your job. That could be anything. You know what I mean? Always a fight to keep the roof over your head. Maybe you were never supposed to keep this roof. It should have been a little easier, don't you think? It shouldn't have been a whole fight for the rest of your life just to provide a roof over your head. Maybe it's the wrong roof. As I heard that, the roof. It's like I've been fighting for fucking years to keep this relationship going. Maybe it wasn't supposed to, and you're just fighting because you don't want to let it go. I don't know. The cards say not to give up the fight. The first card is about a truce, is giving up the fight, letting it end. You're going to feel quite ruined about it because you gave it all you had. Don't look at it that you didn't get what you wanted out of it. You got a lot out of it. You just didn't get the bigger picture. And if you would have, then your life would be over. Going back to Russ, it might be over for Russ. He might have found happiness. He might have found the girl of his dreams, and that he doesn't have to dream anymore, and he doesn't have to chase, and he doesn't have to wonder, and he's secure, and they can just settle down and live the life that God keeps trying to make us all live. The only thing holding you back is that right partner. And your fear to commit to this right partner and do the right thing and have the right life with this right partner. When it's done, it's done. When I have a house, I no longer have to there's no longer a story about me and my struggle to through homelessness. The story's over. I don't get to tell the story. It's done. Writing love songs and, your difficult love isn't validated when you're in a happy relationship. And that goes back to someone like Marshall. Your words aren't validated with your actions. How can you talk about poor when you're fucking rich? How can you talk about struggle when you're fucking live in peace? How could you know about the streets when you're not even in them? You were one of us, but you aren't anymore. You don't know what it's like to be single. How long ago was it for you when you were single? You haven't been single for a long motherfucking time. You don't even know what that means. It meant something different when you were single. That's not what it means for people nowadays. And that's really it, is you're irrelevant. Your view is irrelevant because you're not part of it. You're not actionably part of what we're going through. You can't even speak on it, bro, from your high towers. Oh, this is what it looks like, and this is what if you're not here to even have the view or even to fucking feel the pain of it. You're speaking from your imagination. You're speaking from inspiration. We're amusing to you, and you use us as your tool to make yourself look big and bad. You have no idea what it takes to be this person. You may have a long time ago, but you no longer are. And that's where we all hope to be. You're not supposed to be, celebrating the struggle for the rest of your life. We're trying to get to a place where there is no struggle and we can teach other people how to get out of struggle. And then the story's over. You know what I mean? If he was, and that's what I said, if you're happy, then go be happy and teach other people how to be happy and quit running around acting like you ain't happy. He's either acting like he's not happy or he's acting like he is. I think he's a terrible actor. But if that's what it is, and that's what it is like, that doesn't look like happiness to me. But maybe that's as happy as he can be, and that's what brings him happiness. And I can just leave that alone. I think you would be happier with a different type of lifestyle. That's just my opinion on your lifestyle. If you're happy, then why should any of this affect you? What does my opinion of your happiness mean? If you're happy, then you're happy. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. That's all. If you found it, then praise God and move on with your unhappy life or your happy life, whatever the case may be. But don't go wishy-washy and, boohoo childhood trauma, me and my fucked up millions and me and my fucking Christmas with my mama. You're sending out mixed signals. Either you're happy or you're not. You're happy and you know it, or you're happy and you're unhappy and you don't know it. Whatever. You're just trying to fucking be validated by the bullshit. You're trying to appease to the people that are or aren't. You're trying to be like them instead of them being your energy. You're just trying to be in everybody else's. What do you have to be unhappy about? You sat there for 3 years and said, I'm fine. I'm good. My life is great. I have a great life and I'm fucking successful and I have all these fans and look at my fucking YouTube or my Spotify numbers and, I've got everything and look at my cars and my this and that. Well, look at you. Go be happy then. Quit showing off all the time. Go help somebody else fucking find that level of success. Shut up. Quit whining about it. Quit fucking boasting about what you do have or whining about what you don't. Who cares? Nobody. You were only relevant when you were through the struggle because everybody knew what it meant to go through the struggle. But have you ever struggled in a day in your fucking life? And that's it. Yeah, I know you have mental struggles. Where does that come from? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Shall we talk about your childhood trauma? Because it has nothing to do with your exterior world. How can you be so ungrateful and so unhappy to be rich and famous and still want it more and more every day, like you never tasted it? And that's to you too, Marshall Mathers, fucking Lewis, fucking Kanye, fucking billionaires out there. You did it. Now what? Now what? You had dreams of becoming this. Now look at you. What are you going to do with the rest of your fucking life? Realistically, yeah. What's the rest of you? For those of us that don't know what the fuck we're doing, hey, let's just keep on keeping on. God's got a life for us. Really? Yep. A whole adventure. And as you can see from the douchebags I just listed, it's not fucking money, fame, and success. That's not going to make us, unless you want to end up like them. Good Lord. Hey, I don't know. Again, he says he's happy. Then go be happy. Go be happy. Stop projecting. Be fucking happy if you're so fucking happy and you know it. Shut up. Really? Yeah. Hey, I love you guys. Happy, happy. See you later. Snappy tappy.